right, let's talk. What's next? Condenser coil. What is it? What does it do?
But a condenser coil is on the outside of the house. It's like the radiator of the unit, pretty much. So in the summertime, it's rejecting heat. And if it's a heat pump in the wintertime, it's absorbing heat from there outside to give you heat in the house. On the AC unit, its biggest job is to get rid of the heat. If you don't get rid of the heat off the unit, then the unit's not going to perform right.
You ever been to a house that had a dryer vent next to heating air unit?
Oh yeah.
And what was the coil full of?
Lint.
Or how about the guy cuts the grass and he throws the grass clippings towards the unit?
Yep, you remove the panels and it's like a blanket of grass, dead grass all over the coil.
So the high head pressure would show up, and your unit's not cooling properly because it can't get rid of the heat. So cleaning the coil and checking coil conditions is very important.
That's right.
That's part of coil conditions, right?
Yep.
All right, so when you're cleaning the coil, what are you doing?
It can be rinsed off if it's not much on there.
Like dust?
Yeah, if it's just a layer of dust, you can rinse it off. If it's got a lot of buildup, there's different coil cleaners that you can spray on. Now, based on how dirty the coil is, I like using a foaming coil cleaner. It goes down in the coil and it kind of pushes all the dirt back out of the coil. Then rinse them off real good with water to make sure everything's clean.
It's kind of like going to the dentist to get your teeth clean, ain't it?
Yeah. Anything that's going to restrict the flow of air through this coil is going to affect the system, the way as far as the performance efficiency of it. A lot of the units, the coils are exposed, so a lot of times kids out in the yard playing baseball, soccer and everything, the coils get hit by balls all the time. And every time they hit, they flatten out them fins. So that's going to affect the performance of the system. They're all dented in and we have to comb them out and get them back open so air can go through them.
So if you're using a brand that doesn't have a cover, you really need to straighten all those out if you have one of those type units. What is the potential savings by cleaning and servicing the unit?
Well, I mean, if you got one that's, the coils are dirty, filters are dirty, indoor coils dirty, it's just been neglected.
Free on charge off?
The free on charge can be off. You could go 30% more efficient on the system.
So it's put some coins in your pocket.
Yeah.
How about the potential of letting it run for an extra 5 to 7 years?
Well, yeah, it's going to extend the life of the unit, but definitely.
So what is a typical change-out run? Anywhere between $6,000 and $8,000? On
average.
I don't know many people that have that kind of bucks laying around. That's why we have a really nice finance program too. So anyway.